So, right, so the first card you pop you past is the Six of Swords. Okay. Very serious card here. So, I'm getting this, I'm getting moving on. I think you've tried to move on. I think you've moved on from an ex. I'm getting that very, very clearly here for someone. And I think also you've moved on from some other people that were really stressing you out and bothering you and draining you. But I think with one of these people now, I'm not sure if it's an ex. I'm not sure if it's someone else. It might be an ex. I can't quite see that. But it feels like there's someone around you that's still annoying you. It's very, very annoying, very draining. They're in your head. Whoever this is, they're stopping you from concentrating. I know this is in the past, but it feels like they might be around you right now. Because I've got this, you've got the Six of Swords, and then right next to that on the right, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So it's like I've moved away. I can't see where I'd go. Look at that Six of Swords. She can't see where she's going because she's got all these swords in front of her head. She can't steer herself in the right direction. Someone else has to help her. Because what's happening in her head, or what's happening in your head, is that it's like the Two of Pentacles. So someone might be contacting you, they might be trying to text you, they might be calling you at all kinds of crazy times. You might be trying to get your work done and they call you. You might be trying to sleep and they call you. Very, very, very difficult person. And they're all in your head. The other thing about them is they remind you of something in your past. That's what I'm getting, if that's you. And so not only is it just really annoying, it's like you go back to an old time emotionally when they call you and all text you or whatever. And it's not a good memory that you have of this person and the time that you spent with them. It's very, very difficult and stressful, and you've got all that on your head. And I think when you're around this person, you've moved away physically, but they're still contacting you for some reason. When you're around them more, you're in this kind of fight or flight mode, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, oh, this is really stressful, I'll run away or I'll fight them, because that's the situation you're forced to be in. That's what I'm getting. And you've got a lot of that in your background, actually, which I'll probably get to in a minute, I think. But I'm just seeing that as well. But what I want to tell you is, before I get to that, see if you can try this, especially if this is an ex that maybe you've got children with. Excuse me, maybe, so maybe it's someone you have to contact. It might be that. Or if it's anyone else. This is a really good thing to try. I've tried this. I don't know if it's going to work, just an idea. But see if you can, instead of being at their beck and call, like whenever they call, oh, it's them again, and you have to talk to them, oh, it's them again. And, it might be that if you ignore them, they send you more and more and more texts and messages and calls, and until it's just so stressful. See if you can open up a new email account, a totally new one, away from your normal one. Totally new one. You can get free ones you can open. And then just say to them, I'll only contact you through email, and it's this account. It's this particular account. And that way, you might have to train them into this. You might have to train them into this, because I'm just looking over at that strength card. This woman's kind of taming, she's training this lion. So that might be what you're going to have to do to them. You might have to say to them, you might have to say, okay, I've got this email over here. It's blah, 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 blah. Please email me at this new address over there. Not the old one, only that. That's where I'm going to communicate with you. And that way you can just open it when it suits you. You can just talk to them there. You don't have to have these calls popping up all the time. You could deal with them in your time. They're there in this other email address. And if they keep on texting you, and they just ignore that, which is this is the kind of person they are. So I imagine this is what they're probably going to do. Just type out the email address and say, please contact and be here only. Just, put it somewhere on your notebook, in your phone or something, and just copy and paste it every single time. It sounds a bit cold, I know, but I think with this person, you really need to train them. That's what it feels like. So just copy and paste that. Please email me here. And then if they keep on going off track, oh, but what about this? I need to talk about this. Oh, you're a terrible person. You're this and that. Just say, this is the last time I'm telling you, please contact me here at this email address. and just try and tame them that way. Eventually they'll do it. Eventually they will do it, but that's what I'm seeing. And then you can just open the email account at your leisure whenever you're ready. If you're not feeling emotionally up to talking to them, you don't have to. You can just open it. You might have to, you might have a set time every day or every week or something. So that's just something to think about. That's a practical way of eliminating this person. And I'm seeing a similar thing over in your present there. You've got all these coin cards, and that's all about practical things. So you have practical ways to deal with these problems in your head. So so I hope that helps you, if that's you. So I'm just looking at the Sun card. Absolutely beautiful card. Okay, I'm getting a similar feeling to what I was getting in that Six of Swords, actually. So I was getting this kind of fight or flight, this stress that you had with this person contacting you. So I think you're used to that feeling. You're used to that feeling. I think you grew up with someone. I'm literally getting a father or a father figure for someone. It doesn't have to be a father. It can be any parent. It could be an older uncle or an aunt, but I am getting a father for someone. Someone here, it feels like you're on edge around this person. Growing up, it feels like you had that real fight or flight thing happening. And the other thing I'm getting is this lack of concentration around this person. Very difficult person. I'm getting a bit of anger. I'm getting a bit of chaos around this person. And that's how you work all the time around them. Always on edge all the time, fight or flight. And you can't operate properly if you're in that stress mode all the time. You're just not operating clearly. And so I think what might have happened with someone here, I know this is, I know it's specific, but this is what I'm getting for someone. You might have had some problems at school. You might have had some problems learning at school because you're in that stress mode all the time, if that's you. So the first thing I want to tell you is, if that's you, never blame yourself. It's not your fault. Please don't blame yourself. Never call yourself silly or stupid. Someone here does that, or a name like that goes into their head about them and says, oh, I'm silly. Oh, it's only me. Oh, don't ever say that about yourself. You're not. You're very, very intelligent. Very intelligent and very strong to be able to cope with what happened to you when you were growing up. But the other thing is, if this is an axe that I was seeing, that was contacting you and driving you crazy, because of your background, that might be why you ended up with this person, if that's you. So I think for you, this is another practical measure, because this is all very practical, this reading. You've got all these coins here. So if that's you, if you recognize that pattern, and that, you felt familiar with that fight or flight feeling, so you chose a love connection that was like that, where you felt normal around. What I want you to do is recognize that pattern, recognize those traits. Again, you might have to write them down somewhere and say, okay, this is the trait. They're like this, they're like that, they're chaotic, they do this, they say that. Write all that down. Put it in your head, think about that. And then when you go to meet a new person, if you're single, or, if you go to meet a friend or anyone, you're meeting someone new, I should say, you'll know the signs right away. And you won't fall into that trap again. Because I think for you do feel a little bit uncomfortable around something that's kind of normal, something that doesn't have that stress around it. And you don't want to be stressed, but it's almost like you keep on being pulled back into stressful situations, difficult people, all that kind of thing. And if that's you, that might be why that is for someone here. So I just wanted to point that out to you, that's what I was seeing. Right, so okay, so I'm just getting this for someone else as well. It might be you, might be someone else, might be the same person. But I'm getting a really nice love connection here, because you've got the Sun and you've got the Lovers together. So if you're in a relationship, again, I'm getting the struggle inside you. Now, I have to say this for someone. There are no problems in this relationship. There are no problems in this, or if they are, they're just minor. That's what I'm getting. I am getting someone that goes away sometimes with their work. I am getting someone that's very, very busy around their work, because you've got all those coin cards in the middle. And again, right in the middle, you've got that 8 of Pentacles, which is about work and all that, not concentrating on anything except for your work. So you might have someone that goes away, if you're in a relationship, doesn't give you a lot of attention because they just can't. If that's you, just know that they do love you. They really do. They're just very busy. They just do not have the practical time to spend with you. Don't ever think that they're going to run away, or they're going to act in a chaotic way, or they're going to not like you for who you are. Because I think you've got that background, if that's you, you've got that background inside you, where you kind of say to yourself, well, maybe I'm not good enough. Because this person comes from a very stable background. You know, they come from a very, very stable family. You know, maybe you look at your family and look at theirs and you say, well, mine's not like that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're worth so much. You are worth so much. You're not your family. You're not your family. You're not your father. You're not whoever that is. You're not them. You're you, and you're super strong. You're super intelligent. Don't ever say to yourself that you're not. You are. Don't ever say to yourself that you're not good enough to be with this person if you're in this relationship with them. Don't ever think, oh, they're away. They're looking for someone else. Oh, they're talking to, they're not doing any of that. If you look at the Lover's card, this is what your concern is. Because if you look at this man, he's looking over to the woman, but she's looking up to the angel, so she's not looking at him. So you're kind of thinking, well, I love them, I'm looking at them, but they're not there for me. They are there for you. It's just practical reasons. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. So that's what I want to say for someone that I really hope that helps someone, because a lot, or someone here, whoever this is for, you've got a lot going on in your head, and I think it goes right back to your background, and you need to try and build up your confidence, and you've got to do some practical things to get you to where you want to go, confidence-wise, and in life-wise, in all areas of your life, if that's you. Alright, so the first card you've got for your presence, this 2 of Pentacles, So you're in this connection. It's a beautiful connection. That's what I'm getting. And so the other thing is, not the other thing, same thing. I'm saying a very similar thing here, so I'm not going to touch on this for very long because it's really similar. I don't want to repeat myself. But again, this person who's bothering you, if it's an ex, I don't know if it is for some people. It's somebody who keeps on calling you day and night, trying to get your energy, all that. Again, get them away and out of your head and out of this relationship that you're in. If you are in this relationship, or even if you're not, get them away from you. Try and modify their behavior. Try and train them, because they're practically getting in the way of you having a clear mind, and they're practically getting in the way of you moving ahead with what you want to do. Because I keep on getting this popping up again and again and again, whoever this person is. You've got to train them to get you out of your life and out of your head. Okay, right. It feels like maybe you're coming up to a time where you're going to have to spend a lot of time by yourself. So I'm getting this coming up for you. This is a bit of what I've seen before, and I'm getting it again here. Now, this person that you're with, if you're in this relationship, I think what might happen is they are going to actually have to go away from you for a while. It might be a work-related thing, because you've got all these money cards here. I think it probably is, or it could be something else. But for some reason, they're going to be away from you. Now, I know you might struggle with this, because you have got this stress that maybe you're not good enough. Maybe they'll find someone else. Maybe they don't really like me. Maybe they're making excuses to go away from me. Again, they're not doing that. And the other thing I'm seeing is you need that time by yourself. This is your time. Think of this as your time. Think of this as your time to sort out yourself, sort out your path, to put these practical things in place, get rid of this other person that's bothering you, really think about what you can do, to get yourself back into confident mode again. The other thing I'm getting here is, and with this 2 of Pentacles, he's very modeled. He's very unsure of himself. He's very unsteady on his feet and unsteady in his mind. I'm just seeing this for someone, and I've been through a similar thing myself, so I'm going to give you another kind of practical pointer here, which is, again, all these coin cards, all these practical cards here. So this is about practical pointers. I've had in my mind pop into my head these words, I hate myself. That they popped up in my head. And I didn't put them there, they just came into my head. When I was about to shut my eyes, they came in, I hate myself. Or in the morning, I'd be looking in the mirror, I hate myself. And I do hate myself. So what I did is I said to myself, every time that popped in my head, I said to myself, I love myself 10 times. I know that sounds like I'm egotistical, but it's not for that purpose. It's so that you feel happier and more confident in yourself. Everyone needs to feel like that. So if you're getting these words in your head, I'm a bit stupid, I'm not that well educated, if that's you, if that was you in the school thing. I haven't had love around me. My parents were there, so I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. Anything like that pops into your head, recognize it, say the opposite 10 times in your head, and I guarantee you if you do that, after 2 weeks it'll go out of your head and you'll have the positive affirmation in your head. So something to try. You might have to train yourself to get that in your head, because again you've got the strength card where she's taming the lion, taming the lion. So you might have to do that to yourself. So that's another practical thing that hopefully that helps you. The other thing here is get rid of all the drains around you. I can see that you've got some people asking you to do things, doing all this and that. And sometimes people who don't feel all that good about themselves, or they've got all that stress around them, they see doing things for other people as a way to feeling better about themselves. But I think for you, you've got to say no to more people. And you've got to say yes to yourself, and you've got to start planning. Because what I'm getting here is, I'm just looking again, I'm looking all the way down here, all these pentacle cards here. And what I'm focusing on right now is the middle one, the 8 of Pentacles. So if you're in a job that you're not happy in, because I think if that's you, if you feel like you're doing the same thing day after day after day, just like this man in the 8 of Pentacles, he's making the same coin over and over again. If that resonates with you, and you know that there's something else you can do that makes a difference to people, and I can see that in some of you, or someone here wants to make a difference in other people's lives, but you've got this lack of confidence. What I want to tell you is, everything you've been through can help you to take this step to do whatever this is you want to do, whether it's a business, whether it's a book you want to do, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a channel, it's something where you want to help other people. And I'm telling you now, with the world the way it is, with people losing their jobs, with problems they've got, mental health problems, someone out there needs you. Someone else there needs you to give you that message. Someone out there wants to learn from everything you've been through. Now, you've got this thing, you might be thinking, okay, well, I need to go and study. I'm not very, I need to go back and learn. I need to go back to university. I need to study this. I need to learn this. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I've got degrees, whatever. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But I don't think you need to do that. And I think for someone here, that thought that, I want to start my own business. I want to do this thing where I'm helping people. But, I have to go back to school first. I have to learn this first. I have to buy this book first and sit and read it. I think what you're doing, if that's what you're doing, is that you're putting roadblocks in front of yourself to stop yourself to stop yourself from going ahead, because you're scared of this thing. You're scared of this thing. So don't put roadblocks in front of yourself, because what you'll do is you'll just keep on stalling and stalling and stalling, and you'll never do this. And you'll be stuck in this job, if that's you. In the 8 of Pentacles, you'll be stuck there forever. Just making the same coin over and over again, and just sitting there thinking, if only I had have done that. If only I had have done that. But I'm not well enough. I'm not good. I'm not well educated. I'm not this. I'm not that. You're all those things. You can do anything you want. You can do that. And the fact that you don't have that privilege background, if that's you, that is going to help you to help other people if that is you. So I just want to say that to someone. The other thing I'm getting in that Four of Pentacles right down the bottom is you're ready. You're ready to show your gifts to the world. Don't keep them to yourself. Don't be like this man in the Four of Pentacles. He's hanging on to the coin. He's hanging on to the gold. He's not showing his gifts to other people. The world needs to see your gifts. The world needs what you have to offer. So spend that time by yourself. And you've got the Hermit here again. Spend that time by yourself, finding that path, finding out a practical way that you could make this move to do this business or whatever this thing is, or a book or whatever it is. Find that practical path to doing that, and you'll get that. You do not need an education to do what you're going to do if this is you. If you wanted to have an education, if this isn't you and that's what you want to, I'm not saying don't do that. This is for someone who wants to help people on a very kind of heart-to-heart level. So hopefully that helps that person. Alright, so the first card you've got for your future is this very, very beautiful Strength card here. So this is what I want to show you. Look how much this woman loves this lion. She absolutely adores and loves the lion. That's the kind of love this person has for you if you're in this relationship. That's what that's showing you. Don't ever doubt that love. Don't ever doubt that. Look at how this lion is trusting this woman. He's looking up at this woman and he's totally trusting her. And she's trusting the lion. Would you trust a lion? No. No, I wouldn't trust a lion. They might bite me or kill me or run away or do something. And that's you in that fight or flight mode. You're thinking, oh, they might run away. They might hurt me. They could do anything. They're like a lion. They're not like a lion. They love you and they care for you. And they love you a lot, and they'll love you for years and years and years to come if you let them do that. Don't drive them away because you're insecure. Let them love you. That's the message in this card. She's got that infinity symbol over her head. They're going to love you for a long time, and that's so that you've got another infinity symbol around the Two of Pentacles. So that's what that's showing you if you're in that relationship. Right, so yes, just something else I'm getting here. It's quite specific, and I was getting a child before, so I'm getting that again here for someone who's a parent. So, yeah, if you're a parent, I'm seeing a child that might need your attention, actually. It feels like they really need to talk to you. Now, it's really strange. They don't want to talk to you, but they need to talk to you. That's what I'm getting. Maybe this is an older child. It feels like a teenager, maybe. So, and yeah, they're acting as if they don't want to talk to you. They're acting as if they don't want to be around you, actually, but they need to talk to you. They've got something quite personal if this is you. And it's quite private, actually, that they need to tell you. But that's what I'm getting, and maybe that's why they're struggling. Maybe that's why they're avoiding you. But I think what you might have to do with them is, I think what you might have to, because again, I keep on seeing practical things. You've got all these coins here, so this is another practical solution here. Just go and talk to them and say, no, I'm always here if you need to talk to me. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm not going to be angry with you. You're not going to turn into a lion. I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just here. I'm just here whenever you need to talk. And they might grunt at you. If they're a teenager, they might say, oh, whatever. But then, I think if you take a step back, then I think what's going to happen is they're going to come and talk to you. They're going to open up to you. Now, if they haven't on that front, that, over the next few days, I think go back and try it again. Just no pressure. Just go and say, hey, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm always here. Just know that I'm not going to judge you. I love you. So, just talk if I'm here. And I think eventually, it might take a few times, they're going to come and they're going to talk to you. And what I'm seeing is, after they come back and talk to you, I think you're going to be a lot closer together after that. Yeah, it's going to bring you a lot closer together. It might be a secret that they don't want you to tell other people. But whatever it is, it feels quite personal. And yeah, it's good to bring you close together. And the other thing I want to say here is, if this is you, they love you. They love you. I think at the moment you need to hear that, because it feels like they're not really showing that to you. So yeah, I hope that helps someone. So with this Hermit down here, just look at this Hermit now. Obviously, it's a long time. I don't want to repeat myself, but it's just showing you the same thing again. You know, he's on his path. He's on his path. So use that time instead of stressing out about where, you know, this relationship, this person is that you're in a relationship with, if that's you, instead of stressing out about who they're talking to, what they're doing. Use that time to concentrate on yourself, to find that path, to work on this work thing you want to do. If it's a book, start writing. If it's a business, start working on that. This is your own path by yourself. Also, start using those affirmations. Use the affirmation. Anytime anything negative comes into your head, use the positive 10 times. Keep repeating that over and over again. This is the time to build yourself up. You need this time by yourself. And what I'm getting with this star card is you'll spend this time apart. And I think when they come back again, I think you're going to have some time where you're going to be able to spend a lot of time with them. And I think you're going to connect a lot more at that time. So you're going to come back and you're really going to be able to connect again properly. At the moment, again, you can't see the full light of this relationship. You're not quite seeing how much they really love you and how much they care for you. Because this is starlight in this star card. It's not sunlight. It's not sunlight. But I think when they come back and when you've built up a bit of that confidence for yourself and they see that in you and you've got all these interesting things to talk about, I think you're going to get close together. And then I think you'll start to see more of that sunlight in them and in yourself. In yourself, it's in you. The sun is in you. I just want to show you this. Just have a look at that sun card again. Have a look at the sunflowers on that sun card. They're not facing the sun. When sunflowers grow, they're facing the sun. But they're not facing the sun, they're facing you. Because the sun is in you and the ability is in you. And so what I want you to have is that confidence that's in you, if that all resonates with you. So, Libra, I don't know if I hope this resonated or not, because someone really, really needed a confidence boost now. I hope that helped you, if that was you. Obviously, it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but thank you so much for watching.